officially day number 1 in New York. Last night we got in, the plane landed at 4 p.m. and it only took us an hour from the time that we got off the plane to getting in a taxi. We're staying at the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott in Times Square. It's a really nice hotel. It's quite a small room, but everything fits, which is good. And I guess it's because we have 2 big bulky suitcases, but once they're kind of packed up, the room is pretty spacious. And I've definitely used the, I don't know if you can see it, but my shoes are like all up there because I'm so tall I can reach for things, which is nice. And I can save space. So right now I'm gonna do a 30-minute easy run in the hotel. A lot of people are smoking different things and my lungs did not like that last night, so I won't be running around New York City today. I will just go into the hotel gym and play it safe because I've got my competition next weekend and I don't want to annoy my lungs too much. To get water in the hotel, especially if you want filtered water, it's a bit of a mission because you have to go to the gym to use the filter there. There is another filter, but it doesn't work. There's actually a couple, and so it's really annoying. So all of us were just kind of like lining up in the gym this morning to fill up our bottles. Luckily last night I filled up most of my bottles, but I've been carrying around this LSKD one with me and it's gone in my bag and it's so practical, it's so easy to have. There's only 2 lifts and the lifts take forever. So if you're gonna stay here, I recommend staying at a lower level if you don't mind taking the stairs, or if you don't mind waiting for the lift, wait for the lift. And if you've got someone with you, get them to press the elevator button while you're kind of like getting ready so that you've got a couple of minutes to wait around for the lift. That's my only complaint really with the hotel, just mostly water facilities and the lifts, but besides that, it's pretty exciting. Also today, I signed up for the Death Becomes Her lottery because I really want to see Death Becomes Her and it'd be great if we could get the $45 tickets. So I signed myself and my mum up for the lottery so we get double the chance, I guess, of winning a tickets. And what's cool is that it opened up at 7 a.m. and you find out at 2 p.m. if you got it, and the winners have 60 minutes to pay for their tickets, and if they don't pay then it goes on to like the next people. So I've got an alarm set for 2 p.m. to check my emails to see if we won the tickets. Really want to see Death Becomes Her, and I also really want to see Wicked because I've never seen a professional production of Wicked before. We are staying on the Broadway strip, so I can literally see Hamilton when you're down at reception, and then Death Becomes Her is literally next door. So it is so unreal just seeing all my childhood dreams on the same street. Yeah, that's a little recap of our last 14 hours, I guess. And let's head to the hotel gym downstairs so I can get my little workout in. Just wandering around because tonight I am participating in the Broadway ensemble project, which is going to be really exciting. So basically there's going to be a group of performers and we're all going to sing a particular song and just workshop it. And we're doing Belle from Beauty and the Beast, which is really cool because that was the last production that I did. And so I thought it was kind of funny that now that I'm in New York, just perfect timing. We just kind of see where it is that we don't end up stuffing up tonight going to the studio. There's Chicago behind us. There's the Book of Mormon. The GPS doesn't work very well, so Google Maps, because of all the buildings, it's kind of like Sydney. So we've just done a lot of walking around to find this studio. But it's better to make the mistakes now than tonight because tonight we're running on a strict schedule, have to start the rehearsal at 5 p.m. and I don't want to be late, so we're just looking around. Oh, there's Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen's down this.
Tomorrow after breakfast we have.
We're in Target right now. I'm so overwhelmed in Target in the US because it is so much better than the Australian Target because it's got groceries as well as pretty much everything. So I forgot to bring my shampoo and conditioner and This is so much cheaper than in Australia. It costs like $30 each, but here it's about 15 Australian dollars. So I'm gonna get this pack of shampoo and conditioner, which is $18 US, so you can do the math. And right now we're lining up at Ellen's Stardust Diner, which has performing servers. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it is just full of music and really cool performances while you're eating. So I'll definitely be filming some of it to show you guys. And it's a very popular spot, hence why we're lining up.
Subject, my sweet submissive subject, my royal subject, forever, ever, you'll be back right before. Oh, how keep your friends, hello, New York, the city never sleeps.
Just got off at Battery Park on the Top View bus. It's basically just a big red bus, double decker, and we sat at the top to get the best views. And it basically takes you all around New York. So as you can see on the map, it takes you around quite a few different places. We started off at Times Square, which is where we're staying, and then it worked its way around the Fashion District, Bryant Park, Empire State Building, Flatiron Building, Soho, Chinatown, World Trade Center, Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, you have to prepare to spend money in New York. It's quite expensive, I'm gonna be real. But it's pretty cool how there's a lot of different stops, and once you get off and you can explore, and then you just have to wait for the next bus. It comes around every 10 to 15 minutes. And as long as you know where your stops are, which is a big recommendation that I have for you, make sure you know where your stops are, and don't get confused with the bus just stopping in traffic and the bus actually stopping, because I definitely got confused a few times and stood up and then the bus started moving and I was freaked out because we were sitting at the top level. We have just booked another tour to see the Statue of Liberty and get a cruise out there, because we found out that you needed to book 3 months in advance if you wanted to go up to the Crown. So we're not going to be able to do that this trip, but that's okay. Instead, we're getting a boat to be kind of on the outside of it. It's quite hot today, so don't have to be in the sun too much. And then the boat apparently also goes down to Brooklyn Bridge. So we're currently walking to the bus, which is going to take us to the Statue of Liberty boat tour. The air is just a lot cleaner out here, which is nice, because around Times Square where we're staying, it's just quite smoky. We booked our tours while we were here, and you'll see a lot of these people around Times Square, just a lot of touristy spots selling these bus tickets, and that's how we got our tickets. And same with the Statue of Liberty tour as well. As soon as we got off the bus, there were people selling tours. They just walk up to you, so go for it. Have you been to the Statue of Liberty before?
Yeah, I climbed it.
Really?
In 10 minutes.
Have you been to the Statue of Liberty?
I've been to Chicago, a picture. But I think I didn't go inside. It was too
How
busy.
can you not remember?
Because it was too busy. This is the American photo. The first one.
Yeah.
Straight to the left side, right?
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been giving this tour now for 38 years. Welcome to New York. And somewhere in the middle of that building is where you'll also find the home of Robert De Niro. That building sits in a neighborhood called Tribeca. Tribeca stands for Triangle Below Canal Street, because the neighborhood is in the shape of a triangle and it sits just below Canal Street. We landed the plane right here on the Hudson River. 134 passengers on that plane, not a single passenger received a single scratch. We call that day Miracle on the Hudson. Captain Sully, a real American hero.
We are starving. We just stopped at Lazaro and Hank's Pizza. And I'm having a bagel. This one's a chicken salad bagel, something to eat. So good. It was freshly made. I think this is my first bagel as well in New York. We just did Statue of Liberty and the Brooklyn Bridge, which was a cool tour. The photos were a little bit excessive in pricing, and what was annoying is that the photographer blocked off certain sections of the boat. You couldn't take photos yourself in the really good spots. So it's pretty tough, especially when you have close to 100 people on the boat and you're all trying to get a good photo. We did buy a couple of them, but they weren't the best, if you know what I mean. I think it was 5 for $50 USD. What made it a little bit more worthwhile is that there are a lot of facts and cool information that the tour guide gave us. So it was really entertaining, it was fun. After our tour, we got onto one of the shuttle buses back down to Battery Place. Then we walked to the 9/11 Memorial. It was a really beautiful space just to commemorate those who lost their lives, and there's also a museum there as well, so you can also check that out. But we didn't go to the museum, we just went to the memorial site. After that, we walked to the Oculus, which is owned by Westfield, so it's a big shopping centre, and we walked through there. The architecture is pretty cool.
You're the song in me, hello New York, shining bright. You're the rhythm of the night.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 20th of August. Yesterday we were absolutely dead. We got back from our tour at like 5 p.m. I had a shower and then I just fell asleep, and then I woke up at 2:30 or 3 a.m. and then I couldn't get back to sleep. Right now we are actually going to be taking the subway and going to my friend's gym. So we're going to take the subway. There's 2 different stops that we have to go to get there. We were thinking about taking a taxi because yesterday we had a little bit of a situation where I almost got mugged. I personally didn't know it at the time, but my mum saw it from behind me because she was about 10 feet away from me, and she saw this guy marking me, and I had my camera in my hand like this, but I had the wrist strap around, and I always have a death grip when I carry this camera because if you drop it, it's not really insured for at fault things. So this guy was apparently marking me and getting so close and like trying to grab it, but I don't know if he chickened out because she yelled out my name and I turned around and then he kind of went off, and then she pointed out to who he was in the street. So I'm a little bit on edge from that and just gotta be a little bit more cautious with carrying my things around. But yeah, I'm excited to hit this session up with my friend Afia, and it's actually gonna be the first time that I've met her because she's one of the athletes and also she's a coach with Geiger Coaching, who does all of my coaching for my fitness stuff. So very excited. Let's go. Just trained with Afia, which was awesome. So I did a pretty decent gym session because it's been a week-ish since I've been in like a proper gym, and that gym was so sick. It was so massive. It had absolutely everything you needed. Pegboards, all the CrossFit things, sandbags, bodybuilding things, you name it. So cool. Got to Chipotle and they're not taking any orders right now, so there must be something up with the kitchen, which sucks because I was actually really looking forward to it. I was visualizing it the whole workout. They have sushi. So mum got a beef rice bowl. This is what it looks like. There's your lunch. And I got 2 boxes of poached salmon sushi because I am so hungry and I almost passed out during my workout today, which never happens to me, but I'm not used to not having as many snacks and stuff because at home obviously I eat a little bit more. Also got this ginger shot. It says it's for digestion, but I want to take it for my immune system because I feel like I'm kind of coming down with something. We are headed to dinner before we watch Death Becomes Her. We stopped off at the box office downstairs on our way back from our little gym adventure because the box office is just next door, so it was really good. We unfortunately didn't get to Rush because I had to meet my friend at 10:30 and Rush starts at 10 a.m. And what Rush is essentially is that the shows release a small amount of cheaper tickets at 10 a.m, or it depends what time each box office opens, and people generally line up a lot earlier. So if we lined up at around 9 a.m, I reckon we would have gotten tickets, but that's okay. In Australia, they don't really give physical tickets anymore. Everything's electronic, so this is so cool. So we're gonna go have dinner downstairs at one of the restaurants, and then we're gonna watch the show because the show this tonight is delayed a little bit by half an hour. It starts at 7:30 instead of 7 p.m. I've watched all of the previews on TikTok and it looks insane, especially all the stunt work and just the fact that it's an originating musical that I'm going to see with pretty much most of the original cast tonight is pretty special. So this is the little outfit we're going with today. I've got my maxi skirt, some sandals and this long LSKD top and this headband because I still need to wash my hair, but I don't want to do it today because it's raining and it's just not a vibe. So yeah, let's go. currently walking to Run Club. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. The Run Club's meant to start at 7. And I'm meeting up with my friend Meg, who I haven't seen since she was in Australia towards mid last year, I think. So I'm so excited to catch up with her and run with her Run Club. Apparently there might not be a lot of people who turn up today because it's raining. There's also meant to be a hurricane down south and New York's kind of getting like the tail end of it, but I'm so excited to just run across the Brooklyn Bridge and be a real tourist and also get a decent running session in. I feel like I'm feeling a little bit better from yesterday, but I still have a bit of a runny nose, but it's okay. We still have over a week until competition and plenty of time to get better. We also caught the bus in, made a couple of mistakes to find the bus, but luckily we got there on time and it was pretty close to the hotel. And public transport here is so much cheaper than constantly taking taxis, because we were honestly a little bit nervous taking public transport because I know it can be a little bit crazy, but it actually hasn't been too bad so far. Like there have been some interesting experiences, like people shouting at you and stuff, but as long as you ignore them and you don't react, you're fine. I'm trying to find a place that's open so that my mum can sit down and just chill out and talk to friends and family or clients, because it's raining and I don't really want her walking outside when it's raining with no one. So I'm gonna find a cafe for her to sit down at.
I lived over there 10 years before, that's how
She's a tourist in her own city.
I'm just gonna have him send me that.
Running around New York City.
I don't know where we are.
Neither do I. Yeah.
It's a very well-known tradition in Aussie pubs that you buy raffle tickets to support charity, and you go in the draw to win a full tray of raw meat. It sounds crazy, but it's what we do in Australia. So, our servers will be walking around selling raffle tickets for you to win a raw meat tray, or there will be a veggie tray option as well. So the servers will be walking around selling raffle tickets. Again, this is a standard thing that happens at all pubs in Australia. So as you are at Old Mates, you better get around this Aussie tradition.
Have you seen Wicked before?
Not really. This is the first time.
But, wait, do you even know what it's about?
Yeah. Yes. It's about being wicked.
So, Mum has never seen Wicked before. I've never seen a full production of Wicked before either, because I made a promise to myself when I was little that I would never see it unless it was on Broadway. And
here we are.
now we're here. She doesn't even know what the storyline is, so it's going to be funny.
I know the storyline, so...
But she's heard me in all my auditions and practicing some of the songs, so I think she'll recognise the songs once it gets going, which will be exciting. But yeah. What are your thoughts on the set so far?
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Very unique, very beautiful.
We ended up wearing the Galinda and Elphaba, so Mum's wearing Elphaba and I'm wearing a pink skirt, so... And it was unintentional. Second Broadway show. Yeah, let's do it.
Listen, we had to come back to New York. We didn't have lunch, we are very hungry.
So we're leaving New York tomorrow morning very early, and we realised today that we actually haven't done Central Park. So right now we are walking through South Central Park and just seeing as much as we can before we go.